Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, our Group 7, will present a topic on types of auditors. Our group members consist of 10 people, which we have Nur Amira binti Azaid, Alia Najiha binti Anizar, Khairun Najah binti Asran, Nur Fatihah binti Abdul Aziz, Nur Najwa Fatini binti Mazli, Siti Nur Hashikin binti Hazri, Nur Hidayatul Nadia binti Nordin, Wan Mas Irzanti binti Wan Sobri, Fakrunisha Fatrunada binti Muhammad Rosdi, and Muhammad Fathuddin Afkar bin Muhammad Fazli. Basically, there are three types of auditor, which are internal auditor, external auditors, and remote auditors. Auditor is a person who conducts an audit, and they need to have a competent and complete training before being auditor. Also, they need to ensure compliance of food business with current food safety laws and regulations. Internal auditors are responsible for verifying the effective implementation of the food safety management system. Also, they need to identify non-conformance and identify where the system is not operating as planned and where the system does not meet requirements of the standard. External auditors are the person who come from an organization that is not associated with the company to conduct the audit. Remote auditors are the persons who done the audit remotely without visiting the premises.
The next part is about problem identification. In reality, the auditor has a very simple and straightforward role, and that is to determine the suitability and the level of compliance that a company has to the food safety management system. And the auditors need to do their job honestly and effectively. But there is one of the common problems among auditors are their integrity during audit session. Among them are paid by the audited company to deceive and cover up the flaws in the audited company in order to maintain the company's good name. This can result in some auditors being more lenient because the firm or auditors wants to keep the business so that other company will keep using their service, and at the same time the company owner want to maintain their company's name. The problems is supported by an article posted by the New York Times entitled Food Problems Elude Private Inspector. So the article is about the preparation for an audit. So a business clean their schedule and clean the facility and make sure no problematic items are being processed. One piece of information revealed that every time the facility was audited by a third party, it received a perfect score, but only after it shut down for an entire week to prepare. So this shows that the company chose a third party that are lack the correct depth of knowledge about the safety and management to do a pre-audit to help the clients to ensure they will pass the audit. So this shows that the third-party audit did not do the job honestly and effective. So the company is proudly display the certificate receiving superior, excellent or outstanding rating. So they also use the documents in their marketing literature. However, this certificate do not always reflect what is going on in the plan.
Now, let's move on to auditor responsibilities. First, the group auditor is responsible for the direction, supervision, and performance of the company. The group auditor needs to identify and assesses the risk of material misstatement of the entity's financial statements, whether it is due to fraud or error, and designs and performs audit procedures responsive to those risks, and then obtains audit evidence that is sufficient and appropriate to provide a basis for the auditor's opinion. Next, auditor needs to evaluate the overall presentation, structure, and contents of the financial statements, including the disclosures, and whether the financial statements represent the underlying transactions and events in a manner that achieves fair presentation. Next, the auditor needs to obtain an understanding of internal control relevant to the audit in order to design audit procedures that are appropriate in the circumstances, but not for the purpose of expressing an opinion on the effectiveness of the entities. Lastly, the auditor needs to conclude on the appropriateness of the director's use of the going concern basis of accounting, and based on the audit evidence obtained, whether a material uncertainty exists related to events or conditions that may cause significant doubt on the entity's ability to continue as a going concern.